So, we had this idea.
Let's move to NYC and be in one of the greatest cities in the world.
So we did. And then a few years later, we had another idea.
Let's have a baby.
So we did. And then we realised we had to be sure about the foods we fed him.
And the products we used on his skin. And then he got his first tooth.
We weren't prepared. In a panic, we set out to find the right tools. We'll find the safest and best product without a worry. After all, if you can't get it in New York...
It doesn't exist, right?
We enthusiastically returned home with the best...
and most expensive.
...that Whole Foods had to offer. This will do the trick.
Wrong. Massive resistance. Spitting, looks of disgust on his face, firmly closed lips.
Not happening. Then we looked a little deeper. The formulation seemed okay, but we found some ingredients that were hard to find safety data for.
Then we realised that two problems needed to be solved. One, kids need to love the taste of toothpaste, so they will actually let you brush their teeth.
Kids don't care about ingredients. And number two,
kids need to allow parents to brush their teeth because otherwise they get yellow, and that's cause for panic for everyone.
Parents care about ingredients. Then we had another idea. Well, Rachel had an idea.
Let's make toothpaste.
What? No. Really?
Yes. You can formulate this.
Do we have to? Rewind a bit. It turns out that I come from a long line of pharmacists. Well, not really a long line. My father is a pharmacist and I'm a pharmacist.
Not really a line at all.
And it also turns out that many years before, my father made toothpaste.
It was called Jack and Jill, and it was actually started in 1949 by another company.
And that's another story. So I look into it. I start developing ideas for formulations. What was safe to use on babies and toddlers? What if they swallowed it?
How do you get them to like it?
We'd need to satisfy parents that it was safe and effective.
We'd need to bribe the kids.
Needs to taste like candy.
Yes.
Then our second son was born.
Then we returned to Melbourne.
It was 2010. Then the chaos began. Early formulations looked promising, but eventually failed.
It turns out there's some science to making toothpaste.
And machines. The old machines I had from the past were old. And I mean, they didn't work. So I did a crash course in toothpaste machine engineering. I bought specialised parts.
Some of those parts were even correct.
More test formulations.
More lab results.
Bingo. We got it. The kids thought it was candy.
The formulation was perfect. Let's go into production.
Then there was a fire, and our factory basically blew up. Consequently, so did our dreams.
For a while.
6 months.
Our factory needed to be rebuilt.
By some miracle, the machine survived. We made 50,000 tubes ourselves, built a basic website.
We made compostable toothbrushes.
We were in business. A few months later, we printed a banner.
We packed a suitcase and presented at an organic product show in Sydney.
Somehow we created a buzz.
We didn't know what we were doing.
We got distribution, and a year later, we launched a site in the UK.
And another year later, we launched a site in the US.
We had inquiries from all over the world, and suddenly we were in the thick of a startup.
Working from our home base in St Kilda and shipping out boxes every day. Our house was filled with boxes.
And rolls of packing tape. By 2015, we had an office.
And an employee.
Soon, we had a couple more employees. After saying yes to most of our international distribution requests,
we now have 50 countries around the globe selling Jack and Jill.
Safety and fun are the cornerstones of Jack and Jill, and they have been from day one.
We make strawberry toothpaste that tastes like candy. We have a toothbrush that sings.
We have a picture of a crazy bunny. We have all sorts of fun bath time stuff.
And we have a never-ending supply of happy parents and enthusiastic little brushes.
We love the early years of having babies. The daily bath time shenanigans are profound and irreplaceable.
We're so humbled and grateful to be a part of your bathroom.